everybody, it's Jules here with Beanie.
Hello.
And welcome back to another episode of the Monday Night Wah, set on the one and only Brobna. And we have a super special Christmas theme battle report for you today because this is the start of our Christmas crusade. It is going to be 3 battles against the orcs versus the orcs and maybe some surprise contenders midway through.
Ooh.
But before we tell you more about this glorious kill team battle that is going to happen today, let's give a big thank you to GW, who have sent us this, the Critical Ops TAC Ops and Missions. That is a
rolls
mouthful.
off the tongue.
Spicy. Basically what it does is it randomizes your kill team battles by giving you objectives and mission deployment cards that are randomized. We love it.
It's Tempest of War.
It's Tempest of War, but for kill team, and we always love that sort of stuff. So thank you, GW, for sending us that as well. We're going to show you them in action today. But before we do, let's have a quick word from our sponsors, who are, let me just check my notes here, Live and Let's Dice. How the fuck?
Hello, friends. Did you know that Live and Let's Dice does merch? You did, and still haven't bought anything? Well, this is awkward. But for those who didn't, you can feast your eyes on these absolutely stunning designs over on our merch store. From hats to hoodies and a multitude of tees, Live and Let's Dice has a ton of styles for your sexy body. And as of this video, we're also now stocking our super silly holiday sweaters, which are now live. Will they arrive before Xmas this year? Probably not. Whoops, that's on me. That's definitely on me. I didn't get them ready in time. But why not buy them for next year and get a head start on the 2023 celebrations? Now that is a smart plan.
So here we are on another ruined sector of Brobna, or as this little burg is known, Crumptown Goo SA, because of all of the hardened, crystallized goo that is here. I hear Beanie sigh, but I just know that that is a sigh of sheer satisfaction with that joke.
Absolutely.
So this is the thing. You know from Brobnarian lore that goo is pretty much the lifeblood of this entire pocket multiverse. It runs everywhere. Some believe that it's just runoff of a long-abandoned Imperial installment. Others believe that it could actually be the juice from Gork and or Mork themselves. But what we do know is the fact that it is very potent stuff and everybody is fighting for it. And over the years, in certain areas, the goo has formed into crystallized shards. And there are some races out there that believe that this could be harnessed for beneficial or nefarious purposes, which is going to be the long-form arc of this Christmas crusade. But right now, all that we care about is the fact that it is crumpin' time, my friends, because this is an orc settlement. And as always, whenever there's resources, orcs just love to fight for them. So at the moment, we've got a clan of goths going up against the Grot revolutionaries as they try and fight for control of the goo. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to draw our mission deployment objective cards, which is going to be, so we're playing straight, which means that we're going to be deploying left to right, and those skull icons here, I'll just turn it for the boys and girls.
If you wouldn't mind, yes.
This will show you guys where the objective markers are going to be. So that's going to influence what we're playing, which is then the mission objective, which is...
Loot.
Oh, loot. Okay, so what does this do? Operatives can perform the following mission action. For 1 AP, they can loot an objective marker that has not been looted during this turning point. If it does, you count it as being looted, and you score 1 VP every time the loot action is performed. Very nice indeed. So the person at the end of the battle who has looted the most crystal piles in this case is going to be the winner. Awesome stuff. Now let's meet who we're bringing to the table today. Wah, indeed, my friend, because this is a semi-custom green-skin goth rocker kill team. That's right, we're playing with 2 customized, or at least semi-customized kill teams today, and you will have a laugh and a possible giggle as a side when you see what Beanie's bringing to the table in a minute. So what I've got here is, led by the glorious Warhammer community featured Goth Rocker. Yes, that was not a humble brag, that was a straight up brag by yours truly.
The way it should be.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then go to Warhammer community and type in Goth Rocker and you will see this lovely boy over here who won an award for Best Stage. So I'm very happy about that. Now he is going to be my kill team leader today. He's going to count as a boss knob who is carrying with him a kill saw and a combi scorcher. But that's not all, my friends. We've tried to make his rules extra spicy because of the fact that he is, you know, walking around on a giant platform that is also a bomb and has the word WAR written on it. That means that he will always count as being on a vantage point. But also has a bit of a drawback in the fact that he will never be able to count as being concealed because he's just too bloody loud, my friend. His Combi Scorcher in this case is actually going to be his squig mate over here, his amp, who he steps on and it breathes out such amazingly powerful sonic notes that it rends flesh from bone.
He is not a subtle artist, some would say.
Yeah, not in the slightest there. So that's going to be my leader today over here.
Oh, and he's cumbersome as well because he's got to drag the stage.
That's another downside to him because of the fact that it's just so heavy to drag around those massive balls and his stage. It means that he can only move 6 inches and can't do any firing or charging or stuff outside of that. So yeah, fun times indeed. He's supported by the meanest and the greenest boys. It's 2 sets of boys over here who've all got sluggers and choppers, apart from this guy over here who has a big shooter. Ooh. I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's Orc Ballistic skill of 5s for these green skins, unlike the commandos that hit on 4s. They are the inferior brand, the Tesco value orcs, if ever there were one. So that is my kill team right now, and let's just see what Beanie's bringing to the table. That's right, it's 20 grots. Oh, baby. Now, this is the thing. In the Compendium green skins, it does say that for one boy fighter operative in your kill team, you can sub them out for 2 Gretchen models. But we've decided to go absolutely nuts to that and say that you can sub out all of the options that you would have. So that's why we have 20, or technically 19, and the Red Gobbo over here, who is going to count as a big knob in this case. Ha 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 ha. He's going to have a combi rocket launcher instead of the combi Scorcher, and he's got a shooter as well. Now, he also has some special rules, which I'll put all of these descriptions down into the video description as well, if you want to download them and use them with your own campaigns as well, just for a bit of a laugh. His special rule is as follows. He can give out gifts from his big sack of joy that he's dragging around behind him. Those gifts are, in fact, stick bombs. Now, this is the thing. In most kill teams, as per the rules, you're not allowed to take more than 1 grenade type per kill team, but we are saying nuts to that rule as well. This guy can give out to anyone within 3 inches of him a free stick bomb option for 1 AP. He's going to start with 3 AP as well to make sure that he can scurry around and give out his gifts. Because let's face it, the Grots themselves, they are pretty pathetic, but they will be very deadly when they've got stick bombs in hand. But here's the other thing. If Beanie wants to chance his arm, he can, for a Grot model that's within 6 inches of the Red Gobbo, throw a stick bomb to them, hopefully that's one that isn't actually already had the pin pulled. Now, Beanie's going to roll a d6, and if it rolls a 1, he's going to do a flat 5 mortal wounds, this version of Hot, which is just enough to kill the Grot that he was trying to help. So it is a deadly, deadly, and less than silent night indeed. So that is going to be our 2 customised kill teams today, a very silly battle ahead of us. Let's get deployed and see what's what. So here we are after deployment, and as you can see, the war is coming because I have put every single one of my boys onto gosh, because they are going to push forward screaming and hurling abuses before they have stick bombs hurled back in their faces. Every single Grot, on the other hand, is on conceal. I love this because of the fact it's very much in their nature, really, isn't it, in this case? So perfect playing of the Grot and the Orcs on both sides. So that's basically it. Look at how many boys there are on this table.
So many men.
It's so crazy to see that many tokens just there.
They are group activation too, so it means that you aren't going to get an obscene amount of Overwatch that just deletes my entire army.
Exactly. Remember, my Overwatch will be hitting on 6s because Orcs are great at shooting on 3s.
So it's normal Overwatch.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So there we go. And also, these are the deployments of the objectives here. We've got 3 running that way and 3 running this way. And remember, you don't get points for holding the objective, just for completing the mission action, which is loot 1 AP to loot that objective. So that's what we're going to be playing for. We're going to roll for activation because, again, that's how we do things on this channel. And we're going to start with kicking some heads in. So I won the roll-off, and I started by pushing one of my boys, my bestest boy, over here to go and flip that objective marker. He moved, and then he looted, scoring me 1 VP. A perfect start for the Greenskins. In response, Beanie moved 2 of his lovely little Grot, his little helpers, one forward over here to flip this objective, and another, because they have group activation 2, focus, goddammit, over here to flip that objective next to the goo pipe over here, scoring him 2! Not bad at all. So in response, one of my boys has jumped up to objective number 5, but he's not going to loot it because of the fact that I've got another orc over here who can probably do the job. Instead, he wants to fire his big shooter down the line at that now exposed Grot that you can see over there. It is 6 shots, but it is hitting on a piddly, widdly diddly 5 Areno, and it's 2s and 3s, so he could definitely and very easily survive this shooting. Ooh, but there is...
Not with 3 big hits.
There's 3 big hits in there. Now, Grots have a save of 6 up, my friend.
Do I have 3 defense dice?
You do have 3 defense dice. Z.
I just need a 1/6.
Okay, so I've obliterated my first Grot. Huzzah!
Okay,
that feels so empty when you look at how many more there are over here. So Beanie moved one of his Grots over here and another Grot next to the goo pile over here. He's setting up his firing lines, he's blocking off my defences, but I moved up with one of my boys here and took the centre objective. So I've got 2. Beanie also has 2 in the opening round. Not bad at all. So catch-up time, the first. A lot has happened. By a lot, I mean moving, because I have moved boys up the board over here to contest some objectives in the second turning point, and Beanie has responded in force, bravely shoveling or funneling Grots forward to protect a red gobbo. He's just like, yeah, lads, go.
Get out of here.
Operation, what's it, like a human shield, just basically just clog up the entire walkways here with bodies so that they can never get to me. But it is time for the red gobbo to activate. So what are you going to do with him, my friend?
So, because he's got the 3, the first thing he's going to do, he's going to give one of his best mates a stick bomb present. So this guy here.
Lovely stuff.
Ooh, in fact, let's put the X so we know. So
yep,
he's now got this guy's got a stick bomb, and now he's going to do a bit of a move, and we'll see where he ends up.
Awesome stuff. So the red gobbo moved forward and he bravely captured that objective, looting all the best stuff for himself, but also making sure to cheer on the boys around him. What a lovely chap he is. So now it's back to the movement on my side. The orcs, knowing a good plan when they hear one, also did the same by moving one boy over and capping that objective, looting it for himself. Catch-up time, the second, and there has been a lot more moving. There's just a huge blob of Grots over here, which is going to need more than a tissue to clean up, and we've got all of the boys pushing forward as best they can to make sure that they don't lose out to these horrible, stinky runts. Now, all of my guys have done their movement, so it is time for an overwatch. This guy here is just in range with his slugger, who's going to shoot that stick bomb wielding club Grot over there. But of course, this being overwatch and this being greenskin shooting, he's hitting on the 6s. He doesn't hit a single jot. Hey, classic stuff. And now Beanie's going to move his final 2 guys, and that will be the end of turning point 1. So here we are at the end of turning point the first. It is 3 points each because we have both scored 3 objectives or looted them, and there remains. There is a lot of Grots to deal with, and now one of them carries a deadly stick bomb indeed. But the Goth Rocker is in position to do some damage with his Scorcher that he's got focus, god damn it. So fingers crossed, turning point 2 will see a lot more heads being caved in. So, turning point 2 started with the Grots winning the roll-off, and now Beanie has gone for the super ballsy move. He has jumped up this guy over here who is carrying the stick bomb. He's charged forward and he's going to throw it, bang, down into this guy here. Now, because of the blast keyword, that means that he's going to be making an attack against him, and just caught the Goth Rocker in the explosion as well as that guy on the other side of the barricade. So let's do some explosions, baby. This is 4 attacks hitting on 3s, 2s and 4s against the first guy, and then we'll go from there.
Yes.
So, first guy. Oh dear. That is 3 big hits already.
And a crit.
And a crit, so it's 3 saves of 5 up. Ooh, I saved them all. Okay. Mork and Gork smile upon me, my friend, but will they smile upon all of them?
I'm getting the flashbacks from our last game.
Do you want to go to the
to the shooty guy.
Cool, big shooter. Ooh, that's good as well. So that's another 3 hits and 2 are crits this time, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, one is crit. He doesn't save a single one, so that's going to be 2, 4, and then it's 8 damage, so he's on 2 wounds left. Oof.
Yeah.
That's going to suck. And
So he's
now
hitting on 6s.
he's also wounded.
What does that do on Overwatch then? Because if he's
It's
hitting on
maximum of 6. It can't
Okay,
be,
I was going to say, is it
can't
now on a
degrade.
7?
Yeah. Okay, so that means that I've got one guy already down to 2. How about the next regular boy there? Oh, he hits. How many times?
All.
All
And
hits.
a crit.
Oh, dear me. That's bad news for this guy. Is he going to make it? He gets
Stops
1.
the crit.
So that means he's going to take 2, 4, 6 damage. So he's on to 4 wounds, and he is also wounded. The stick bomb's already playing havoc with the tightly bunched orcs. Let's go to the other guy, build up to the main event, as it were. So this is the other guy on the other side of the barricade. Now,
Ooh,
I
2
will get
hits.
to retain 1 as cover because it's blast from the initial target. Is that how it works in this case?
Yes, why
Well,
not? Because
okay,
I don't know.
Okay, we're going to say
But
that
it sounds right.
Let us know that if that is wrong. So it's 2 regular hits. 1 of them is already retained as a save. So it's 2 saves of 5 up. He does not make that one, so he takes 2 damage. So he's on to 8 wounds remaining. And now the pièce de résistance. It is the big boy himself.
Channel those 6s.
We've done the supporting acts. Now it's time for the main event. The cough rocker. Here we go. Oh, that is unfortunate.
Oh, because I can't use any strats or anything.
You'll pay for your CP for your
so,
rerolls.
so I would have got 1 last turn, and now I'm up to 4.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to reroll 1.
Okay, reroll 1 for a 5. Lovelies.
And I'm going to reroll another.
Ooh,
Oh, damn you.
okay, so that is going to be 3 regular hits.
3 regular hits.
Cool, I'm going to get some dice. I'm going to choose these chunky dice over here.
Lovely.
3 regular hits, but he saves on a 4 up. Now,
does.
I assume he doesn't get cover because he is already on his own vantage point
I
cover?
would say cover's tough for a man who's taller
Yeah.
than the buildings.
Ooh, he only makes 1, so
Takes 4 damage.
I'm going to CP one of them. Cool, and then he'll take 2 damage from that, which I feel is an acceptable thing. He's
Yeah.
got 11 wounds left remaining on the Goth Rocker. A beautiful symphony of explosion from that
take
right
that away
there.
from him.
Enjoyed that a lot, mate. That was great fun. But now it is my rebuttal.
Oh, no, I've got another activation, but...
What? Oh yeah, you've got that because they're group activation too. So let's see what the other Grot's about to do. Emboldened by his friend, this Grot over here decided to flip over to gosh and charge forward into the fray to try and pick off the gunner over here who's on 2 wounds. He hits on
4s.
and it's 3 attacks. Isn't it, with
3
the
big
Grot?
attacks with the Grot Blaster.
He missed with everything.
No!
he blew his big chance. Is it worth a CP on this one?
Yes, it is. Why not?
Amazing.
Who cares? Yeah, it's a crit!
Now, how much damage does the crit do? Is it-
3.
Oh, me, oh, my. So it's 3 saves on the boy. 5 ups. Let's see
You
if
need
we can-
2.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
okay.
he's dead. 2 regretted.
Is it worth losing a guy? You know what? I am just going to lose a boy here. That is absolutely fine.
Bye, big shooty guy.
The big shooter has gone out of the mix, killed by a lowly Grot. Boo! Absolutely enraged by the display that's just happened here, the Goth Rocker, focus, goddammit, has decided to charge forward with his maximum 6 movement, and he stomped on his squig so hard that it's belched forward a sonic sound that is going to rip flesh from bone, and he's directing it at this Grot over here. The reason being is that because I have the torrent keyword, which means that I can also make use of your blast, your 2-inch range shenanigans. So it's going to do damage against him, an attack against him, attack against him, and an attack against this guy over here. So there's 4 Grots that I could potentially toast. 6 attacks hitting
I've got
on
more.
2s. Yeah, I know you've got more. That's the problem. There is always more. So we'll start with the main Grot himself and work from there. So these are hitting on 2s. Everything. So roll your dice, my friend. You're looking for 6s here.
He's dead.
He's very dead indeed. So that's the first one, toasted alive. S'mores, yes, tasty. We'll go to this guy hiding behind the crystal over here. 2s again. Oh no, he's dropped 3.
And he gets to retain 1 for being behind cover.
He will do, so I reckon that I'm going to have to CP one of those annoyingly. Oh no, can I do another CP on a different dice?
You can, yeah.
Cool, so I'm down to 2 CP now. Cool, so I do get 4 through, which will mitigate the 1 save that you'd normally get. So
Yeah,
you're just going to
so-
risk it for...
Yeah, well, I'm going to try and roll, because if I get 1 of these,
Yeah,
he's
that's
all
true.
right.
He is
But I
not
didn't.
all right, so I have claimed another one. Let's go for the guy who's right in front of him, who potentially could be the most deadly, seeing as he could loot the objective. So let's see if we get him. Oh, there are 4 hits here.
Doesn't retain anything. I
Nope.
need to get 2 big 6s
Yeah.
here.
You do
Not
not.
like that.
Okay, so the last Grot. Let's see if I can toast his buns, baby. Oh man, I do love dropping these ones here. He does get to retain 1 for being in cover because of the angle that you're at.
So I need a 6.
He could survive easily. He does not survive easily.
He
In fact, he
can, sir.
dies horribly. So that has been 4 Grots dead to a single Goth Rocker stomp attack. The leveler, the great leveler indeed. Over here, this Grot, who is just absolutely full of beans and some sort of weird concoctions that are illegal in 28 planets. It's meth. It's meth.
It's always meth.
It's just meth. It's the crystals that they've been smoking over there. So he's charged forward, he's flipped over to, oh gosh, and now he is about to throw whatever lint that he has in his pockets at this guy who's holding objective number 3. 3 attacks.
Hitting on those big 4s.
Ooh, not bad at all.
Double hit.
Okay, so no cover save at all. Let's see if I can save any of them. I do not save
Take
them.
that 4 damage and like it.
Damn, man, he's down to 6 wounds. He's feeling pretty hurt and offended by that. Not nice at all. Oh, what's this? He's got a mate now who is also going to do the same thing at the same guy.
Come on! 6, 6, 6, 6, 6.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
I manifested 1.
Okay, so that is 1 6, and it is 3 saves of 5 up. Ooh, blocked, I'm afraid. The gods smile upon me for now, and that is the end of Beanie's turn. So I responded by pushing this boy over here onto the objective and looting it, meaning that I score the first point of turning point 2, but I have a lot of Grots right up in my face that could obliterate him into a mere shadow. Over here on the flank, the Grots are coalescing, led by this guy in the fancy trucker cap, who's pushing forward and is again trying to bully this orc off objective number 3. 3 shots, my dude. Let's see him.
Come on, give me some of those big shots. Not
He
like
missed,
that.
Missed with everything, but he is contesting the objective with me now, meaning that in your second activation, this guy can run up, potentially, if he ends his move within an inch, he can flip that objective.
And that's
you
what
will
he's going to
claim
do.
that. The objective has been flipped by the Grots, earning them a point. Nice. So here's the catch-up time. I moved one of my orc boys up next to the Goth Rocker and we flipped that objective, scoring us a point. But Beanie has got a plan in mind and he is seeing it through. He has committed another Grot over here on the flank to try and get rid of this one boy. So it is another 3 shots.
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s. Whoa!
Oh, that's the big one.
Okay, this could be the end of this boy for sure, my dude. Okay, so looking for 6s. He doesn't make a single one. I can convert 1 to a crit there. How much damage is it?
So that'll be 6 in total.
6 in total. I'm going to pay 1 CP for Tis But a Scratch on him.
Do they have it?
They do indeed, yeah.
Oh.
So that means he only takes 3 damage from the Grot Blaster. So he's down to 3 wounds, but he is most significantly wounded. Oof. So I've decided to go for a very risky maneuver here. I have pushed my boy into a charge against the Grots over here. He's just had enough of this. So he's hitting on 4s now because of the fact that he is wounded. And Beanie is also hitting on 4s because he is supported in this combat by his mate.
Let's
Let's just see if I can kill him, eh? Oh, I do. Straight away, 5 damage with the chopper, I'm afraid. So that Grot is toast. He is out of there. That is the end of my moves, but I have tied up the other Grot. The red gobbo activated next. He flipped over that objective. He doled out a stick bomb, and then he, not retreated, but he repositioned himself behind the tyres and definitely was not quaking out of fear, right?
He is a Gretchen. He is absolutely quaking with fear. His big hat only gives him so much confidence.
Exactly. But at least he's done his job, and his job is doling out the explosives, baby. So back to me. So I flipped over the objective here and then kind of cowered away underneath the rubble over there, and it's allowed Beanie to activate his other Grot with the stick bomb, who's jumped up on top, yelled "Freedom for all Grots!" and where is he throwing said
So
stick
he's
bomb?
going to chuck it at the red, at your Goth Rocker,
Yep.
and hit his mate who's cowering behind him.
Indeed he will, my friend. So let's see, 3 attacks or 4 attacks?
4 attacks, hitting on
3s.
3s.
Ooh, that's good. That's very spicy indeed.
We've got a lovely crit and 2 hits against the Goth Rocker.
Okay, so 4s to save. He made 1, failed 2. Ooh.
So you would stop that, and then he would take 6 damage.
You know what? I'm just going to take the 6 damage. I know that it's not great for him, but hey, he's doing what he does. And
He's on 5 now, so he's
5.
injured.
He is definitely injured.
Oh,
So then it's a splash damage, or the next attack over to the other one over here. So roll again. Ooh, 2 big spicy Bazinga beans there.
And I'm going to CP 1.
Okay, nice.
So
Okay.
I'd take 2 crits and a hit.
Oh, not a single one, so I believe he might even be dead.
damage.
Yeah, that's exactly enough to obliterate that boy from the point. Oh, he's done exactly... Stick bombs. He's done exactly what he needed to do. He's weakened the Goth Rocker, and he's taken out that guy over there. Brutal stuff indeed. And that's your first activation. You got a second one as well.
Yeah, of course I do. Oh, it's great.
The Goth Rocker is feeling very, very injured at this point, and he's about to potentially have a few more holes put in him by this brave Grot revolutionary who is screaming at the top of his voice about how much he wants to be a local hero. 3
He just
shots.
wants paid sick leave, man.
He
And
hits
he
once.
didn't want it. Right. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Damn it!
No, okay. So is that you out of CP then for that? Okay. 4. There it is. Oh, that was so close. Okay, so I have stemmed the tide, the green tide. Oh,
Singular.
that was horrible. I really did not enjoy that in the slightest. Right, let's try and mop up and kill some of these Grots now, because that was the biggest hitter out of the way. The stick bomb's gone for the moment. It shall return in greater numbers. Oh, let's figure out how we're going to get rid of the ones that are here. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure how to remove all of these Grots, but I know that killing them is a good start. So I've charged... Yeah, true, that's actually true. I've charged over with the other injured boy here, who's hopefully going to replicate what his mate did over there with an attack. He just needs to get, well, 1 crit would be great. And there's the crit. Yeah, so he kills him outright because it does 5 damage flat. That's a good rebuttal there,
dropped
mate.
his knife into his own foot.
Oh, yeah, he killed himself before he got there. He was like, no, 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 and swallowed his own knife painfully. So that is his move there. I've got that objective under control for now. Back to Beanie's double activation. Beanie has again sent another hero of the revolution forward. This guy over here to shoot the Goth Rocker. Will he be able to do the damage? 3 shots. He hits them once. It's enough. Okay, save over 4. Oh, rebuttal.
He does not mind.
Okay, but then you have another activation. One of these 2 plucky chaps over there. Oh, there's a secret third one over there. Nice, nice. Okay, so over here, the other Grot has moved into position, and he is firing down the line into the guy who's on 4 wounds remaining. It is definitely doable. So let's see.
Not like that.
Oh no, the Grot's aim is shaking as much as their hands are, because they're like, oh my god, did you see what he did with the flamer over here? Okay, so I've moved this boy here into the shadows of this structure, and he's going to fire up at this Grot over here. He's got a slugger on him. 4 shots, hitting on 5s. It's not going to do well unless he rolls a double crit.
Right,
nice,
let's see if I can get some 6s.
1 6 there, so that means you're only going to take a grand total of, for a slugger,
3.
I think it's only, crit is 4 damage.
Nice.
So he is wounded, but he is still alive on...
I stopped the crit.
Yeah, but I got 2 crits.
Oh, of course you did.
Yeah, so you are on 1 wound, and you are very wounded. Oh, dear me. So Beanie moved one of his Grots here to replace another that he pushed forward over the goo pile over here. Now, technically, we should make him roll for the hot rule that we had in the previous one with the hot pipe, but this is a different game, guys, so calm down. Now, he's done so because then he can shoot Mr. 4 Wounds, as he's known, which seems a bit prophetic now that we think about it, doesn't it? I mean, like, if you go around calling somebody Jimmy No Hands and they end up losing their hands, you just think, oh, well, that was always meant to be them, wasn't it?
You manifest your own destiny,
exactly, manifestiny. We are going to do a shooting attack here, down at that guy on 4 wounds. Let's see it. Grot Blaster time, baby.
Double hit.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, yeah! Oh, Gork and or Mork smiles on me for now, because he is, as Beanie said off camera, in perfect range to do Overwatch later, which Beanie will get, because I still have 2 operatives to activate, so I'm going to do that now, and then we'll come back for the Overwatch. Okay, so in my turn, I just flipped the objective over here to score me some points, and now this guy, Mr. 4 Wounds, is about to get shot by the aforementioned Grot who moved up before, so he's hitting on 5s this time. And it doesn't mean that he misses, though, because he hit once with a crit. See if I can block. I cannot, so I take the full whack of 3.
So he's on 1 wound.
Oh, I know what it feels like to be that guy now. They are looking at each other just going, yeah, you having a bad Mondays, am I right, guys? Yeah. Ooh. So I've just got this guy to move now, and what I think I'm going to do is get him up here, and I am going to try and shoot another one of these Grots. I'll decide in a minute.
How could you?
Right then, so final move with the final operative. He's moved up to the barricade, and he is, unfortunately, as much as he wants to shoot this guy, he has to shoot him because he's out of range of everyone else with his slugger. So it's 4 shots coming in, hitting on 5s. Can he take off a wound off of a guy? He hits with a crit. It is enough.
So I need to get 1 6.
Oh, amazing, amazing. No! So he does actually kill the Grot. Oh,
8 Grots are dead.
it's a Christmas miracle. There's still 10 more on the field. This is so horrible. I hate this so much. But I love it at the same time. So that is how things end in Turning Point 2. I scored 1, 2, 3, 4 over there, and you scored 2. There's been a lot of bloodshed on both sides here. Green, its slick blood now flows as thickly as the goo over here, but there's still much to fight for as we go into Turning Point the Third. Beanie started this Turning Point the Third off with a bit of a sneaky plan. He's moved, he hasn't actually moved anyone, he's used the 2 guys here that are next to this objective to flip it, scoring him his first point, and he's going to fire his Grot Blaster down into this guy on 1 wound.
Oh, yes.
And then he's going to get another one of these Grots to jump the barricade and go steal this objective from me as well, because he will have more boys contesting it. Not bad in the slightest.
Let's see if our shooting actually does something.
I mean,
Mr.
you've just got to do 1 wound. You've got to
Mr.
do 1
4
wound.
wounds, because that's his actual name now.
Oh,
yes,
no.
That's what we needed to see.
Oh, no.
Which is he rolls all 6s.
Oh,
So
no.
he stops the one, but he cannot stop the other.
I can, because I can pay 1 CP for tis but a scratch on that one, negating the
But
other
it does
one
mean
there.
you can't do it again
I
later.
can't do it again, but I do block that, and he's still alive for now, which is enough for what he needs to be doing.
Okay, and now...
You're going to hop the barricade over there,
so
and you're
he's-
going to flip that objective.
Yes,
Very
and
nice.
I'm hoping these can be within 6 of that guy, so we can give him a shoot.
Ooh, baby. Okay, let's see. He is
Oh,
indeed.
yes.
So he's going to fire his Grot Blaster down at this boy who's holding this objective over here.
Okay, so hitting on 4s.
Oh, the spice is coming up now. Okay, so there is 2 hits, and there is 1 save. So I take, I think it's 2 damage, is it?
It's 3 damage for the crit.
Yes, so
crit
3 damage. So he's on 7 wounds left.
It's not a lot, but it's something.
It's enough, it's enough. A good start for the Grots on that Turning Point 3 turn there. Woo. So I've started off my turn by moving the boy that was there through the gap with a charge, and I'm attacking this Grot over here. Because of the fact that if I can kill him, as we just said off camera, each time we get a crit, which is obviously 5 damage with the choppers, which is enough to kill these Grots, we're saying that they bite into them and they eat them whole because they are tasty snacks.
It is snacks, man.
Yeah, exactly. Just walking snacks. So let's see, hitting on 3s. Oh, no crits this time, but 2 big hits
You ready for
on
this?
5s.
Oh,
no
yeah.
hits back, so I will kill him and take no damage back in
But
return.
you don't eat him at least.
No,
you
no.
bludgeon him in
I have-
friendly combat.
I had a slight tummy ache when I started that combat, so no eating there. But that's the end of my activation. Okay, so the red gobbo has now chosen to activate. Let's just turn him around so we can face his audience. He has decided to jump over the trash pile that's over here, and now he's throwing a stick bomb to his mate up here. This has the indirect rule, so you don't need to have line of sight in order to see him. Now, this is the thing. He's within 6 inches, so that means that Beanie has to roll a dice, and on a 1, he's going to blow up his own mate.
We knew it would happen!
We said last week, it's a 1 in 6 of rolling a 1. It's a 99% chance that's going to happen when it's on camera. So unfortunately, he's thrown a stick bomb up at his mate, and it has exploded, taking the Grot with him. But he feels like he's actually done the job right, because all he hears the explosion, he goes, yep, I did what I needed to do.
And he's going to flip that and not think about the grotty death that is now on his little claws.
For the revolution, brother! To show how a real leader acts, the Goth Rocker over here has smashed apart the terrain that was in his way, and he's declared a charge against one of these Grots. This guy, in fact, over here. Now, he's got the kill saw, which means that each hit of a 4 does a flat 5 damage, which will kill a Grot outright. So let's see if he can just get 1 measly hit. Come on, mate. And there it is, with gusto. That would have been good as well, because you would have been supported by your mate. But
Yeah,
unfortunately,
yeah,
he has been crushed. He's
Who would
been
you like to kill, left or right?
absolutely destroyed that guy over there. And he's blocking the way, being a big ledge. So that is the end of his movement. Nice one, dude. So over here, this boy is feeling very outnumbered because the other Grot has jumped over the barricade, and he's now going to attack him with the support of his mates, meaning that this one Grot is actually going to be hitting on 3s in combat. Unheard of, you say?
Oh yes. Are you ready?
Okay. Oh me, oh my, that is easily enough damage to do it, because he does 2 damage now, each with his flux. That's 4 damage coming in. I get 4 attacks back, but I am hitting on 4s. Oh no, I only get the 1, and I can't parry
it. So 2 damage.
And I will do 4 damage.
Ow.
Is it 3 damage or 3. I think it's 3. Hold on, 2 secs.
It might be 4.
4 damage back, so he's
So
on
he's
1
down to
wound.
1, but he kills him.
Oh my god, the dishonour of being killed by a grot. This boy has been pulled apart. Sheer numbers were too much for that mushroom man. And now they bask in the gooey glow of this crystal. I believe that a field promotion is in order. That's right, we've got another model here to show those that have done exceptionally well for the Grot Revolution, and that means that this boy here will replace the Grot that took down the Orc. All of his Grot pals will sing stories of his heroicness and the fact that he just basically bit his shins and gave him like a horrible infection that he died of weeks later.
That's how we roll.
There we go, that's one of your activations. What about the next one, my friend?
Oh yes, prepare.
So, over here, Beanie has decided to push up with this Grot, who's going to make life difficult for this boy, because he can't flip the objective if there is somebody with equal APL next to him. So, unfortunately, I've got to kill him. And that's if I don't get killed first, because the Grot Blaster's coming in. 3 shots, hitting on 4s. Oh, no. This could be it. This could be it, mate. I only block 1, so that means that I will be taking 5 damage. He's down
to 2.
Ooh, that was stinky. That was really good
Grot,
shooting.
Grot,
Go,
Grot,
the Grot.
Grot.
And he is definitely wounded. Oh dear me. So I chose to flip over the objective in the middle here because this guy's on 1 wound and probably not destined for greater things. But speaking of greater things, the Grots are arriving in number. Another one has come down this corridor and is about to shoot this guy in the back like a true hero.
That's the only way.
So here we go.
Hit
Grot
on
blasters.
force.
Oh no, there's another set of spicy hits coming in. Can I survive? I cannot survive
Block that,
because
3 damage.
it's 3 damage. He's only got 2 wounds left, and I cannot use Tis But a Scratch. I've already done it, so that means he is out of there. Unfortunately for me, that means that objective number 4 is now up for grabs. So I've moved my boy, who is behind this barricade, over here within range to shoot this guy with his slugger. Will he be able to do enough damage to take that Grot down? Let's find out. Ooh, not a single sausage was scored. The pig is loose. Unfortunately, that's the end of my activation. It is back to you, Bean. I've got 1 more operative to go. You've got 2. So no Overwatch will be had this time around, but there will still potentially be some killing. So this guy over here has leapt over the goo pile and is going to shoot the Orc boy next to him with his Grot Blaster. The Grot Blaster has been doing very well at the moment. 1 big hit, and it's
Did you have to say it was doing well?
Sorry. Oh,
and there we are, see.
Balance
Cursed.
has been restored.
Curse me, Kirsty.
You do have another one, though.
I know.
Is he going to do the same?
He's going to do exactly the same.
Is
Well,
it-
I'm still upset that you...
Is he going to flip and just shoot him from there, or is he coming over the goo pile?
how does he feel about that?
Interesting. Shallow and pedantic.
Shallow and pedantic.
So the Grot is going to stay put there, flip over to Ungaj, and he's going to shoot across the goo pile into the same boy. Let's see if he does the damage. Ooh, not like that,
Ooh,
unfortunately.
Space Marine shooting would have been nice there.
It would have been good, but unfortunately no hits were scored, and that's the end of all of your operatives' activations,
Yeah,
correct?
so you got 1 more.
Got 1 more guy over here. I believe that he is going to do something very simple, and that's going to be, he's going to flip over the objective there, and then he's going to shoot at that guy there who he can just see with the engagement round. So we'll do these slugger shots now, and then I'll flip over the token, and that'll be the end of turning point the 3rd. He scores 1 hit on your boy there, and I would say that because of the angle that he's shooting you at,
Should
you
be in
can be in
cover.
cover, so that will be
I
no
will
hits.
retain 1, please.
Perfect. So then he flips over that one there, scoring me a point, and that is the end of turning point the 3rd. I scored 1, 2, and you scored 1, 2, 3. Ooh, the balance of power is shifting as we move into the final activation of turning point Quattro. So, it turns out that BD won the roll-off for Turning Point Quattro, and he's basically going to score 2 points to begin with because he's got both of these under his control and double activation with the Grots. So he started by flipping over this token, and he's going to shoot with this Grot down into this boy, which looks a little like... Ooh, nice. Not bad at all.
And no cover saves, so
No
let's see
cover
those.
saves. On 5s. Ooh, 0, so he takes 4
4
damage. So he's down to 6. That is a good start for your turn, and it's about to get better because you can flip over that there.
So the captain
Yeah,
is going to
lead the
flip
charge.
He's going to flip that.
So that's 2 points scored already in this final round. Now,
It
technically,
is.
I have read this just here, and it says that we're meant to remove each objective marker after it's been looted 3 times, but that's not what we're playing. We're doing a twist on the twist
Okay,
here.
so he's also in range of that guy just.
Ooh, okay.
So he's going to just try and maybe do a wound to
Okay,
him.
so he's going to fire his Grot Blaster on a 5.
Yes, on the 5 because of
Yep.
his minus.
Oh, that's why he's the captain. That's why he's
Oh,
the
he
captain,
is the
baby.
captain, baby.
Okay, right. So, do I get
You can
cover?
retain 1 for that, so you can stop the.
God. Okay.
Yeah, and it means you got 1 to bank on you.
No, good thing that I did.
Stop that, and then you
6
take
damage.
6.
So he's down to 4 wounds, that guy.
injured.
That is a bad start for him because he was going to be potentially a linchpin in my fight back over here. Ooh, Chihuahua. Ow, ow. Ow. So in my turn, I managed to kill the Grot that I was in combat with over here and then use my second action to flip over the objective, looting it for 1 victory point. It now goes back over to Beanie, who can definitely score that one over there, but is he going to be giving some little stick bombs to his mate as well, or are you going to hold off for the main course a little bit there?
Well, what he's actually thinking of doing is he's going to flip the objective and
Yep.
then he's going to shoot a rocket into his face.
Oh, I love it. Okay, yeah, so he's going to fire his once per game rocket right up into the Goth Rocker's face. Let's see it, baby. It's
But
5
obviously,
shots.
he is going to just flip that just because.
Scores him a point, so he's looted, and now he's going to shoot it. It's 5 shots, hitting on 5s though, because of the fact that you are a green skin in this.
Yep. Easy,
section, yeah.
easy.
You missed the entire
I
dice
think,
roll,
but you're on a roll.
You managed to get 4 hits. I love the fact you missed the entire
Dice rate.
with everything.
Every shot. That was truly impressive.
Like I
Jib.
am so dead. Like there's no way that I can survive this except if I am just super lucky. Mork and Gork, please smile on me. Right.
Smiled
okay.
for that, but
Okay.
that is 5 and that's 8.
Now, even if I pay for tis but a scratch, it still means that I can't
he's
block
dead.
5 damage. So that means that it topples the Goth Rocker off. He falls off of his stage and crashes to the floor in a monstrous heap indeed. Brutal stuff indeed, but it was a great run while it lasted, eh?
And now he's just going to do his move because he's got 3 APS.
Oh, right, okay, that wasn't enough for you to kill my guy.
No, he's not. He's going to give someone a grenade.
He's gonna give it to that guy?
Yeah, because he's within 3, and this time he isn't going to accidentally murderate someone.
So remember, because it's within 3 over here, it means he can throw the grenade to him and make sure that the pin definitely wasn't pulled on that. So that's the end of the Red Gobbo's activation, and my lord, what a hero of legend he is. So we've mourned the loss of the Goth Rocker, and what I've done is I've flipped over this objective here with this boy, and I've also charged the stick bomb wielding Grot because I do not want more Grots throwing stick bombs in my line. So that might have been the what I've done is I've mitigated damage rather than causing damage myself. So hopefully that will buy me some time. But now it's back to Beanie's activation. We've had a little discussion off camera. There is a way. At the moment, I am 1 point ahead. Is that right? Or
Yeah.
are we equal at the moment? But
It's close enough.
I'm on this central objective. So what Beanie needs to do is not only kill that guy who's holding it, but make sure that this guy over here cannot move over and claim it. So what you're going to need to do is using 2 of your Grots, get somebody up here or through the gap, kill that guy, and wound that guy because he will only have a movement of 4 and he'll be outside of the range of that objective to flip it. I believe in you. It's a
Thanks.
Christmas miracle time, my
It's
friend.
always a Christmas miracle.
Let's
So
do
he's
it.
Up.
Okay.
He sees that guy.
He's there.
He dreams of his death.
Oh, he's been thinking about it for months now. Okay,
Hitting
right.
on the 4s.
Come on, come on.
He dreaming somehow paid
That's
off.
so spicy, Beanie. That's
I
so
know.
spicy. You've rolled super spice now. Okay. Oh, he blocks 1, but unfortunately it is
Takes
not enough
4 damage.
because that means he dead. He's gone. Objective number 5 is now open for anyone to control. This guy around here has to be your Grot of Grots. He has to move around the corner and he has to shoot this guy in the face with such fiery fury that he removes a single wound. Oh, yes, 2 damage, isn't it?
2 damage and I win.
Are the Grot's pistols 2 damage base?
They're 2 and 3, yeah.
Oh, perfect. So you just need 1 shot to go through. 3 shots coming in. Here we go. There's 2 shots. Are you going to CP right
I'm
now?
gonna-
Yeah, get it in there. No! Okay, right. So there's 2 hits. I have 3 saves of 5 up. Oh, Oh,
Oh,
no.
you made them all!
No.
That was a clutch roll.
It's the Christmas miracle, but on the other side, I'm afraid, the orange and green colours of Christmas have come home, because that means in my activation, I will move over there, flip it over, and claim the loot for the Goth Rocker in his memory. This guy, in fact, picks up his microphone, he picks up the remains of his squig and his stage and just says, yeah, I was the Goth Rocker all along. Don't even worry about it, friend. So that means at the end of things, is that a 1-point victory for the Goths?
Might be a 2. I think they may have actually been, we may
Oh.
have created drama for no reason, but that's irrelevant.
Exactly, it's the clickbait era, mate. That's what we do.
So,
let's tally up the scores. It is a 12, is it? 12 to 10. There it is, my friends. 12 to 10 in favour of the Goth Rocker custom kill team. Oh, what a Christmas miracle indeed. Now, everyone can just relax. They can settle their differences. The pecking order can be resumed. The Goth Rocker and the Red Gobbo can have a discussion about crystals and the finities of it and just like how nice things are.
He likes rose crystal more.
Wait, why is the camera shaking? What's going on? Oh, there's been an explosion. Wait, or is it actually the arrival of the Vatan? Oh no, the space dwarfs are here to steal Crumpmas from our lovely green-skinned lads. That's right, my friends, we are going to move into phase 2 of the Christmas campaign, because these dwarfs over here have arrived in a flash of light. They've knocked over our 2 heroes of the ages, the Goth Rocker, focus, goddammit, the Goth Rocker and the Red Gobbo. They have been completely obliterated over here. Oh no, it has even fallen, and they've stolen the precious crystals. Because now it is time for a fight to see who can control Crumptown USA. Is it going to be the Vatan or the now combined forces of the Orcs? Find out next week on Live and Let's Dice. So that's been our Christmas Crusade episode number 1. I hope that you guys enjoyed that and are looking forward to the Vatan taking on the combined forces of the Orcs. That will be next week. But if you want to follow us in the meantime, you can do so by going over to the social medias. Beanie is over on Instagram at
Beanie40k.
You're damn right he is, and I am over on Instagram at RetroJ, but the O is a 0. Hope to see you over there. But remember, we've also got a Discord as well, and a store with all of the delicious merch that you can check out if you go to the video description down there. But until next time, hope you have a lovely start to your Crumpmas, and we'll see you soon. Bye!